There must be darkness before light can shine. We're giving a voice to the voiceless, and we are honoring those and those left behind who have given the ultimate sacrifice. So we the people, raise up your glass. There will be no fear here, where life is eternal. You have found the 2-Step Tribe. Welcome home.
In the glow of a screen, with hope in our hearts, celebrating freedom, we'll play our parts. From football fields to the ring of a fight, we hold our heads high in this American life. Raise up your glasses and toast to the night. For service and sacrifice we shine a light. With boots on the ground we're proud and we cheer. Together we stand with no room for fear. Here's to the heroes remembered in song. With every sweet note let our spirits grow strong. In unity, laughter, we'll rise and we'll pray for freedom and honor, come what may.
Well, hello. How are you doing out there? It is 2-Step Tribe with Tracy 2Step and Uncle Rhino. Uncle Rhino, how are we doing?
Oh, we're doing good. We ready to turn and burn and get to some Texas red dirt tonight.
Oh, goodness. Now, explain just a little bit, and we're going to grab Mr. Daniel up here and introduce you. We've got 2 guests tonight, everybody. So tune in, turn it up, grab your friends, share it, get in here and see what we found for you. Between the 2 tonight, I sound really country tonight.
There's a hoe handle.
Yeah. Oh, no. Uncle Rhino.
Yeah.
Okay. Back to the show. This individual, Daniel, we happened to literally run into, I'm not just saying that accidentally, literally ran into in line there at an awards show we were at. And I noticed when he came, I was like, man, he looks super familiar. So we do have someone on that we had ran into together. And then we have Matt Austin. So everybody keep tuning in and tell your friends about it. Uncle Rhino.
And your mama and them. Yeah, that's real country. You got to say, and your mama and them.
And your cousins. And those.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go ahead. You want to go ahead and let's get Daniel into the show and rolling with
drum rolling. Yeah, this is a great young man. He's big as a house. When we ran into him, like you said, he pushed me down. So yeah, we'll get a whole story started where he just ran up, pushed that. I said, Daniel, you shouldn't push down old people. Yeah.
Well, it was an accident.
Accident. Yeah. Some of the greatest stuff in the world all started with an accident.
Yes. And I don't know which cat.
Everything.
Okay. Well,
yeah, we've gone off the rails and off the script, Tracy. We're gonna ride or die tonight. We got red dirt in the house.
Hey, I'm listening to y'all, but I'm also somebody's hat in here looks like money, and I'm assuming it's Uncle Rhino, everyone. So if you want to see what's going on over here, you've got to go to 2-Step Tribe, the number 2-Step Tribe on YouTube. And you can actually see for yourself. There's literally, he's saying that hat looks so money. Let's get into some music. And welcome to the show on 2-Step Tribe. Daniel, give us a little bit on you so everyone out there can get to know you too.
I'm sorry, you cut in there. What was that?
She was just saying to give us a little bit of your backstory. Let's ramp it up. I know you from Iowa, correct?
Yeah. I grew up in South Central Iowa and was there for 25, 26 years. And then I moved down here about 5 years ago to start doing this for a living. So it's good to be.
Yeah, there's some beautiful people up in Iowa. Yeah, for everybody in Texas that has never been able to go to the Midwest, I will tell you that I felt like after I spent some time up there, I felt like they are still holding on to something that we lost. They're just good, sweet people. growing up, I remember if your car or truck broke down on the side of the road, there'd be 7 or 8 people pull over trying to help you. Growing up in Texas, and then it's over time because of safety. We've seen that happen less and less and less. But, up in Iowa, if you have the same problem, it's going to look like everybody's pulling over having a pasture party because everybody's pulling over to help whoever's car broke down. Don't even let it be a woman, and don't let it be a woman with a bunch of kids in the car. There'll be a line of cars parked down there trying to help you.
Yep. Well, by the end of it probably will be a party. They'll be exchanging numbers and having a cookout by the end of the deal.
A whole different kind too. So you're in Texas now, and I heard you, Uncle Rhino, mention the 2 words, red dirt. What do you say, Daniel? Is that your? I don't really put a label, and Uncle doesn't either. But I wanted to. A lot of people are like, "What is red dirt, Tracy?" And I'm like, Daniel, it was in your bio. So can you explain that to me?
To me, they call it red dirt music, but really to me, it's just they call it a bunch of different things: Texas country, Texas music, red dirt, all that. And I think it's just a good conglomeration of people on the same page trying to make their own music. And I don't know that you can really box any single person into a category. I think everybody's kind of doing their own thing, and it's pretty cool to hear.
Wouldn't you say, Daniel? Wouldn't you say? Well, I got some years on you, so some of this you'll have to take my word for. But Red Dirt was born out of Oklahoma, back in the 70s, and then it was quickly adopted in Texas. And it came about, for those who don't know, because Nashville and LA and New York, they all follow formulas, marketing formulas, music formulas. And if you watch every so many years, they'll just start over the same cycle with the same formula, just different people. Well, there were people there were too rock for country. There were folks that were too country for rock. They didn't fit in with the Nashville mode. They had more swing than they did Appalachia folk. So they basically pulled it all together, and they just started playing their style of music in Texas that was not fitting into the cookie cutter molds. And they started labeling that red dirt in Oklahoma, Texas, Kansas, New Mexico. And that's where that originated. You got a lot of people who've come back and reinvented it in one form or another. But that's kind of what we're all supposed to do with music, is constantly be altering it and putting the best parts of ourselves into it, making it a little better than it was before we got in it. Would you think that fits you?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's that's why I didn't. When I first started coming down here before I moved, one of the first people that I met was Mario Flores, and he was asking if I wanted to come down here or go to Nashville, and Nashville really, at the time, they really weren't pushing anything that I like to listen to, and Texas was, and so that's kind of the vein that I wanted to exist in, the more authentic.
I think it's amazing. I was retired for a while, but for me, it's amazing the power of social media and what it's given you an opportunity to hear artists outside of the mainstream. When I was breaking out, you only had one lane, and that was the radio and the honky tonks, and the honky tonks will beat you to death eventually. I mean, you'll go broke playing in them if that's your destination. So it really had to be to get to the radio or the arenas and the fairs and the festivals and the stadiums, all that. You kind of had to go to Nashville back in the day. But I love watching you guys and seeing how technology gave you other options and other pathways where you didn't have to stay on that beaten to death path. You already could jump off, take that, what we'll call an access road, and you could bypass a lot of that. We didn't get to visit with you at the award show as much as we would have liked to, but I saw enough of you that I told Tracy, I said, when we can cool our jets, I want to circle back and wrangle that young man in, because he's good people, and we always have a place for good people. So light recognizes light. And I think Tracy, on behalf of Tracy and myself, I think we'd like to welcome you to the tribe, young man.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Definitely.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to know a little bit about the music side. So clue me in here. I know that you've had recently a song out that you can tell us about. And is there an artist in particular that you look to and that was an inspiration behind kind of where you're at with your music?
I think there's a giant group of artists. I grew up on mostly older country and like classic rock and stuff, but it always circled back. Merle Haggard is my hero, and always has been. And that's kind of, I don't want to say I look to him to be exactly what I do, because I do all kinds of stuff, but that's kind of where my love of it started, was around that kind of thing. Merle Haggard and Waylon and all that.
Those are the heavy names, definitely. Yeah, I love it. And so I've got your songs loaded in here, and I know, oh, you cut out. I apologize. I think your phone was freezing. So I'm going to keep rolling. You're still there, Daniel. So it's your connection. It's fine. I can hear you. What we'll do is, Uncle Rhino, let's grab the song, Daniel. Let's do that on for you. On the first song you'd like for me to grab, you want me to go with why don't you tell me what you'd like? I've got everyone in here. I can name them, shout them out to everybody. You were just telling me about the one that just on the chart.
Yeah, we can go with that one. I put out my first radio single a handful of months ago, and it's called "Some Horses." And
Some Horses, right?
We did pretty
Some
well
Horses.
for
yeah, it is. Very good stuff. And did you write this? Just you?
I did. That one was a solo write. I wrote it about a incident that happened down in Florida that a young lady that I met, and we got to talking, and just a lot of the things that we were conversating about, it kind of gave me an idea for a song, and that's where they all come from, is one word or one conversation. So
yeah, I was waiting for Uncle Rhino to bust into that one, and make us all laugh. I'm literally sitting on my edge going, this is a story for an Uncle Rhino to just be bust through the door. I'm just waiting.
Nope. I'm on. This is where I'm gonna psych everybody out, and I'm gonna behave myself for 4 minutes.
Oh Lord, let's get to your song here, and then I'm sure you'll have even more questions. So about how we get here to this song with Daniel Johnson tonight here live on 2Step Tribe. Thank you for joining us. Keep tuning in. I'm going to play "Some Horses," everyone, by Daniel Johnson here on the show. Here we go.
Tumbleweed on the West Texas plains, headed somewhere new with every wind change. Ain't ever been the kind to put down roots. Fire red hair and soft blue eyes, she'll pull you in with just a smile. Have you in the palm of her hand. Mustang, she's just gotta run. You can't fence her in, you can't hold her down, you can't lay claim to uncharted ground. Gonna learn that she's just gotta roam. You'll love her hard and she'll leave you fast. Some things just ain't meant to last. Hold her while she's here and let her go. Some horses ain't meant to be broke. Always love the restless kind, girls that walk a different line. Used stole my breath with your first hello. Yeah, we just met and my heart's already broke. You can't fence her in, you can't hold her down, you can't lay claim to uncharted ground. You're gonna learn that she's just got her own. You'll love her hard and she'll leave you fast. Some things just ain't meant to last. So hold her while she's here and let her go. Some horses ain't meant to be broke. You'll love her hard and she'll leave you fast. Some things just ain't meant to last. So hold her while she's here and let her go. Some horses ain't meant to be broke. Ain't meant to be broke.
Yeah. I think you probably can't break some of them, but they can stand with some heavy petting. Hmm.
I was waiting. I know it's coming. Just do it.
Yeah.
You're biting on it. And I'm like, what are you doing? This isn't you. You're supposed to like run with it.
I was trying to be subdued. I was subdued.
It's
Yes.
throwing me off. I'm like, is he okay
Yeah.
with that? We can't
Oh,
both
yeah.
get it all out.
Yeah. See, Daniel knows a little bit because every time he turned around, there'd be a commotion back behind him on the red carpet. And that was just us visiting.
Oh Lord. Yeah. And then we've got, it sounds like he went back to the 80s driving that F-250. I agree with that one, Chief. Love it. Love it.
Thank you.
Shout out to you. Definitely, Daniel. That's definitely what I would, Uncle, is that like what you would say when they say red dirt? Like that sound. It's that classic red dirt country right there. It reminds me of 80s. So
Yeah, you're coming out of that for me. You're between 87 and 91, right in there.
Mhm.
There was a really cool time in country because Randy Travis had saved it. George Strait had kept it going. And then Randy Travis and Keith Whitley came in and saved it. And then they queued up Class of 89, which was Alan Jackson, Garth Brooks, Clint Black, and Dwight Yoakam. That was Class of 89. The four of them came in 89, and it went kapow after that. And so that you got some really good classic stuff, man.
I like it. I was
Well, I
waiting for you to
appreciate it.
ask
That's what
about
we're-
this female and a horse. And I was kind of going, I was wanting you to do it. That's what you do, Uncle Rhino, not me.
Well, I liked what he was doing because in 20 years, I can pull that song right back up and it's going to be right in the damn pocket where it was when I left it in 20 years. That's a testament to good music. It's going to be a great vibe. I can also hear that synced in movies and TV shows where that would be killer highway music where they're all piling up in the car, or when they're in the honky tonk, and they're having their dialogue and they're talking. That's the ambiance, the background atmosphere music, and they'd be spinning and twirling on the dance floor to that.
I love it.
I appreciate it. That's the one thing I've been getting pounded into me is the trying to make classic music that'll transcend time, and that's
right.
There's a lot of my favorite artists that did that, and that's why they're who they are. And you make timeless music, and it's always around. So that's what we're trying to do.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Well, I love it. We have two more in here as well. So Why don't you walk me through? There's airplanes, and then what happened? It's about being tough. One of these. So I was going to let you give the background on it.
Well, Where Only Airplanes Travel. That's a song that my good buddy Chad Boyd and David Lee wrote, and me and Chad play a bunch of shows together, and right after they had first written it, he'd play it, and I go, man, I love that song. It reminds me so much of where I grew up, and we kept playing, and every time he played it, I say, man, I love that song, and I think he got tired of me saying it, and he goes, well, why don't you do something with it? I said, I was just waiting for you to ask, because I wasn't gonna, and so Chad plays a little different, and David plays a little different, and I tried to combine the two, and that's what we come up with, kind of not necessarily a mainstream sound, but a more make it more of a upbeat, something you can bob your head to a little bit, I guess, and it really, I was like, I don't know how you did it, man, but you guys wrote a song about my hometown and neither of you have ever been there, so.
Real, yeah.
I like to say it's a song about where I come from.
Tell them the title of it again, too, instead of me.
Where Only Airplanes Travel.
I love it, literally. So tune in right now. Let's play this with Daniel Johnson joining us live on 2Step Tribe. Welcome in. Come on, come home over here at Tribe with all this airtime we've got for you. A lot of things going on. Let's check out this song right now with Daniel Johnson, 2Step.
Bloody knuckles, rusted wrenches, old horses and worn out fences, little kids in their dirty bare feet, walking the train tracks down to the creek. An old story we've heard before, living in the days of the dinosaurs, where only airplanes travel and the work gets done, where folks still lean on God and their guns. The heart of this nation, we don't scream loud. You may not see us, but we're standing proud. Where only airplanes travel and the blacktop turns to gravel. They eat our food and they drink our water, tell us we ain't living like we ought to. Kings and queens from out on the coast, in a first-class seat looking down the nose. Where only airplanes travel and the work gets done, where folks still lean on God and their guns. The heart of this nation, we don't scream loud. You may not see us, but we're standing proud. Where only airplanes travel and the blacktop turns to gravel. Gets done, where folks still lean on God and their guns. Part of this nation, we don't scream loud. You may not see us, but we're standing proud. Where only airplanes travel and the blacktop turns to gravel. Where only airplanes travel and the blacktop turns to gravel.
Love the title of the song. So I really wanted you to say that earlier, and I just think it's a great song. Uncle, what you got?
Yeah, I dig it. I dig it. I wasn't when I first heard it. I'm a lyricist by nature, so when I first heard it, I wasn't sure where we were going in a couple of places, and then you snuck around and slipped it in right there on the backside, and we took it on down the road, and that's That's pretty tight, man. Again, that goes back. It's got a classic feel, classic message. It's new but familiar, that's kind of a magic
Yeah,
sweet spot. If you can make something new but familiar, there's a lot of people that will be able to roll that right into making the best soundtracks of the soundtrack to their best memories. So that'll be awesome.
that's what we're
I love
shooting
it.
for. I appreciate it.
Mhm.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Has anyone ever mentioned like the sound of your voice and the depth that it will go? Like, is just you have a very big voice.
How is it, Tracy?
I
Show
get-
me again. How it do?
You're listening to us on the radio.
Yeah, the boy. I got my hands up, everybody. I've got my hands real far apart. My voice is this big. Yeah, we needed to have that effect where we can make him sound like Zeus. My voice is this big. Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to tell you, there's people out there that are using those, and that's cool for them. But I don't have any effects on us. They're getting the raw version. No,
Mhm.
over here.
Uncooked.
Yep. And here's the songwriter who's been in touch with us a lot lately with the Tribe. Very nice. You actually met him at Springboard. Welcome to our show. And Tribe, the songwriter, and I are going to get together on some things. So thank you. Keep tuning in and sharing. We're with Daniel Johnson live in here. Matt Austin will be joining us here soon with Daniel. Daniel, there is something I found in your bio I was working on. And so first, thank you for coming to the show and providing the information. But I think I need to say thank you for your service. You served.
Yes.
You cut out on that one word. What was that?
Service. I said I was saying thank you because I found that you're actually a veteran. So I was saying thank you.
I'm not a veteran.
Your bio?
I work with a lot of veterans. We do a lot of. A good friend of mine owns a nonprofit called Giving Back Outdoors, and so we do a lot of work playing for veterans and doing stuff like that. But I myself didn't serve, but I love our veteran community, and
for those who can't see, for those who can't see us right now, Daniel has beautiful hair. And I don't think it would have ever been cut at basic training. Matter of fact, he'd have been the only guy that they said, "Oh hell, just keep it." That's what if he'd ever served, that's what they'd have done. Yeah, I'm just telling you.
Man, this long hair thing's still pretty new to me. I was never allowed to have long hair growing up, and the first time I went home with it, my old man, I thought he was gonna give me a hard time for it. And he goes, "Man, you look like Waylon Jennings. I like it." And I was like, "Well,
there you go."
What the
Absolutely.
Ticket right there. I love it. We have a lot joining us. Thank you, Kylie. I totally agree about the sound and the singing. And she says it's like her little hometown in Ohio. I definitely do agree. It's great, great stuff. We actually have Matt here with us too, Daniel. So we've still got your next song. And then
I got a question.
Heck yeah.
I wanted to find out, Daniel, tell us where you've been playing and where you about to be playing.
Man, I've been the past few weeks. I've been back here at home in Texas. We played Lukenbach on Sunday with my buddy Dallas Moore, and then I've got this weekend. Tomorrow we're out at Free Roam in Bernie, Texas, with my buddy Chad Boyd and Joe Tidwell. And then next week we hit the road, and we're going to be all over the place. We'll be up in Tennessee, North Carolina, Buffalo, New York, Virginia, all over. So
you've been up to Buffalo? You've been to Buffalo before?
I have not. This will be the first time, so I'm looking forward to it.
Y'all broke
They're good. They're good people up there. You're going to love it. They love what you do, too.
Yeah, y'all are breaking the internet on that.
That'll be a fun show. My buddy Dallas Moore will be up there with us again, and a bunch of other folks, Addison Johnson and Rod Davis, and a bunch of us up there. So
you'll have to send them to the Tribe, Daniel.
Folks don't realize that places like Pennsylvania, places like Ohio, places like upstate New York, they live and breathe country music, especially the older stuff, especially the 90s stuff, 80s and 90s country, and some of the 70s country too. like the Linda Ronstadt type stuff. They eat that up there. They don't know that in Texas if you don't ever play outside of it. But one of the biggest strongholds of the old school country is the Northeast and the Midwest. They're pretty diehard up there, and I love that about them.
And they are.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a good run. I'm looking forward to cooler weather too, so that'll be fun.
There is that.
When we ain't got halfway into June and we already trying to find a shady spot, you know we gonna have problems.
Yes, it's gonna be warmer. But
We have Matt
that's what I said in the
Austin
spring.
joining
It
us
was too
too,
nice.
guys. We're all just talking on each other, aren't we? Go check it out visually and look at this show on 2Step Tribe. You can get to it. Go to YouTube. I see your messages. I wanted to get Daniel to have like a clear sentence out there. Your internet was going in and out, so I'm basically answering questions delayed is all. So we're good on here on this end technical. You just kind of froze up for a little bit there with your phone.
Yeah,
But,
this weather blowing in is messing with my service.
I figured.
What part of Texas are you in right now?
I'm just outside of New Braunfels.
Oh, okay, you in the hill. That's pretty over there.
It's beautiful. I love it. We're right down off of River Road. So
You and Tracy are neighbors.
Yeah.
no kidding.
Yep. We got another person in Tribe that's down there too. Literally, little Tony.
Awesome.
Yeah. Little Tony is right by you too. So
I'm in Louisiana, so if I'm looking at a hill, it's because I dug a hole.
I love it. On 2Step Tribe right now. Daniel Johnson. Daniel, do you like to have your people go to a website, or anyone that just wants to know more about your music and where you're playing? Do you have a website that you reference them to, or just your Instagram that you'd like to shout out?
I usually point everybody to my website. It's danieljohnsonCountry.com, and then that's got links to everything I do, all my social media, my show dates, all my music, and it's all in one good location.
I like it.
Very nice.
Yep. Say it again, and that way it's like, go to Daniel Johnson.
Yeah, it's danieljohnsonCountry.com. You got to get the country at the end, otherwise you end up on another Daniel Johnson's website, and
Yep, he popped up.
we're rivals.
Yeah, that guy has an OnlyFans page, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay. I'm starting stories, everybody. Not really, but kind of cool. Yeah.
Love it. I love it, Daniel. There is actually one.
Yeah.
We won't go off into him, but and Matt's joining us too. And y'all might have ran into each other as well. So we've still got your song. We got Matt joining us in the show. We usually can get our guests in, and they get involved with the show too, and then meet each other through Tribe, and then Uncle Rhino and I working on our projects to get the artists in together. So
Absolutely.
for Tribe, yeah. So we'll go to your website is what we'll do for you, and any information you'd like out there on where, when, how to find Daniel. He's pretty easy actually to find if you go on the platforms. I was able to find you very easy. So we still have the other song, but we have Matt joining us down there too. So Uncle, you're driving. Tell me where to go.
Yeah, let's play that other track that we have. Let's see. We played the travel. We're planes. The travel song we played. We need tough now.
That's what's coming up.
We need that song. And while she's doing that, Dan, grab your acoustic and pull it close, cause we're gonna put you on the spot and have you play one before we get out of here, so I can hear you with no sugar or water added.
No sugar
Sounds
water.
good to me.
Yes, sir.
Sounds
Let's
good.
cue that. Let's cue that up, Tracy, and run with it. That one.
What happened to Tough? Daniel
Yeah.
Johnson. This is his song here. What happened to Tough? I want to know the answer to that, actually. Here's the song.
in a wagon train, plowed the ground and they prayed for rain, carved a life and they built this place out of nothing. That same guts and glory breed stormed the beach in Normandy. Them old boys weren't afraid to bleed for something. Can somebody tell me? Can somebody tell me what happened to tough? What happened to making a boy a man? The fire and the grit and the fight and the fist, getting what you want with your own two hands. We're a little off track. Gotta get our backbone back. Stand up tall and say, hey, y'all, where's the stuff that we're made of? What happened to tough? If things get rough, you can always quit on your wife, your job, and even your kids. Life's too short for dealing with all that trouble. You can have my guns, I ain't that proud, and if my cross offends you, I'll take it down. Maybe then we can all sit around and cuddle. Can somebody tell me? Can somebody tell me what happened to tough? What happened to making a boy a man? The fire and the grit and the fight and the bills, getting what you want with your own two hands. We're a little off track. We gotta get our backbone back. Stand up tall and say, hey, y'all, where's the stuff that we're made of? What happened to tough? What happened to tough? What happened to making a boy a man? The fire and the grit and the fight and the fist, getting what you want with your own two hands. We're a little off track. We gotta get our backbone back. Stand up tall and say, hey, y'all, where's the stuff that we're made of? What happened to tough?
Going fades out in there. I like that. What? I want that answer actually for this one song. Where's the answer at? Take it from me there. So Daniel and Uncle joining us here on 2Step Tribe Live tonight. What do you think about it, Uncle? What happened to Tough? Can you answer
It
that?
got rebranded as toxic masculinity, and they said it was a no-no. And then nobody would fix anything, so we had to run and get us some toxic masculinity and fix stuff. Yeah, so we're on our way back. We're coming back hard and fast. Daniel, you can feel that, can't you?
Absolutely. I think we're starting to see it turn again. I was always hard times create tough men create good times, and it's a circle. So.
Yeah. Good times create weak people.
Yep, absolutely. And I think we're just on that rotation. So yeah, we're coming back.
Yes, sir.
Sticking strong here. Do you happen to know the next guest, both of you? Daniel, you're holding that guitar and that, like, my eyes right there at it. And I see Matt joining us back here. So I'm going to grab Matt Austin to join us in Tribe right here. We've got his music too later. But while you're holding that guitar and getting set, I'm going to bring up Matt so he can get to know the Tribe with you and actually be in here while you're doing your song. So welcome into the show with 2Step Tribe, Matt Austin, the musician here on 2Step Tribe tonight. Welcome in.
Come on, Matt.
Hey, what's up, guys? How are y'all?
Doing
What's up,
good,
Daniel?
Matt.
How you doing,
Daniel
man?
Johnson, Matt Austin.
Yeah, we met before.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Up there in
thought so.
Abilene.
That's right.
Yeah, there's an individual in Tribe that literally put the two of y'all together and said, put this one and this one together. I said, okay. All right.
Well, that's good.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah.
Sometimes I listen, sometimes. You know.
Sometimes.
Now it's a party.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
Daniel's holding his guitar, everyone. So if you're just listening to us on the radio, go check out the show, 2Step Tribe. That's with the number 2. Everybody keeps spelling that out. And I'm like, you don't spell 2-step. Literally. It's number 2.
Number 2.
Yeah, it is 2. Matt, welcome to the show. We just bring you
Thank
right
you.
up on in here as an artist, and we're all taking care of each other. So
That's great. I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, we're glad to have you. We just listened to What Happened to Tough. And so I was listening to their conversation while I was grabbing you. And that was like, oh boy, y'all are going into a very deep conversation, but probably very much needed to be in a actual show. So
Well, that's one thing about musicians. We can talk about stuff all the time for hours on end. So
It's not really deep. It's kind of like this works, this doesn't. And when, as long as there's a debate about what doesn't work, sometimes the best thing to do is just throw all in with them and support them all the way till they run off the cliff. And at that point, there's no more debate after that. So that's kind of where we're at right now. That was the song that he just had up. I don't know if you got to hear it, but it's kind of the way the whole mind, the societal mind has started shifting. Is
Right.
we're not having people, piss on us and tell us it's raining. We're not going to just turn the other cheek anymore. We're kind of done with that. We've been nice long enough, and now we're going to get back to what works for everybody. And sorry, not sorry. That's kind of that's how tough is on the way back. Sorry, not sorry.
there's another song for you,
I was about to
everybody.
say, there's another song right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly what I was saying. That's a whole nother song you got for you. Daniel
What Happened to Tough
Barrett's holding the
2.0.
guitar. Matt, I love the room that you're in. Actually, I'm looking at that wood, and it's beautiful. Actually,
Thank you.
So-
Yeah, the whole interior of the house is cedar like that.
Oh wow,
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
it's a great looking room. Everybody, you need to go check out the actual episode where you're able to see the actual artists who are on the show right now with Uncle Rhino, getting to you with their music as Daniel's holding that guitar, and Matt joins in with a beautiful room. I'm wondering where we're going.
I think Daniel's about to play us one. He gonna swoon us.
Oh,
I can do that. Do you want me to do the last song I sent you?
you can certainly do
Well-
that, and I still will have it. But Uncle Rhino decides. You saw him shake his head.
Yeah, I want you to show us a cover that you love to play. That is one of those covers that helped you navigate where you wanted to be as an artist. One of the songs that someone else gave the universe that helped seed and start to build you. I always like to, with different artists, I like to find those songs that they grew up, fell in love with, and that's part of what inspired them to get into music.
I can do that.
That needs to be the title of his next song. Is I Can Do That. That man, I ain't had that. That man ain't said I can't yet. He said, "Hell, I can do that. I can do that. I can do that." My man.
I like how you said it
Well,
too.
I'm gonna make a way. I'm gonna tell you I can, even if I can't, and then I'm gonna figure out how to do it. So
That's right.
Well, let's get
But,
to it with Matt. Matt, you're
like I
right in
said
here now,
earlier-
so jump in and start hosting the show.
Oh man, you don't want that.
Uh-oh.
I'm
Hey.
a better guest than a host.
Uh-oh. Well, I'll run the tech, and y'all can run it up over here while Daniel brings us in on what you decide you're gonna just you'll do it because you said you could.
What you gonna play us, Daniel?
Well, like I said earlier, I'm a huge Merle Haggard fan, and this has always been one of my favorite old Haggard songs. It's "Misery and Gin."
Oh yes.
Memories and drinks don't mix too well. Jukebox records don't play those wedding bells. Looking at the world through the bottom of a glass, all I see is a man who's fading fast. Tonight I need that woman again. What I'd give for my baby to just walk in. Sit down beside me and say it's all right. Take me home, make sweet love to me tonight. But here I am again, mixing misery and gin, sitting with all my friends and talking to myself. It might look like I'm having a good time. Any fool can tell that this honky-tonk heaven makes you feel like hell. I'd light a lonely woman's cigarette. We start talking about what we want to forget. Well, her life story and mine are the same. Both lost someone and only have ourselves to blame. But here I am again, mixing misery and gin, sitting with all my friends and talking to myself. It might look like I'm having me a good time, and a fool sure tell that this honky-tonk heaven makes you feel like hell.
Old Merle would be approving.
He would definitely
Well, I hope
approve
so.
of that. Yeah.
Did you ever get to meet him?
Bit.
I never met
Did you ever
Merle. I
get to
got
meet him,
see-
Daniel?
I never met Merle. I got to meet Ben and Noel Haggard a couple times and spend a little time with both of them, but I never did meet Merle. I got to see
Marty's
a show once,
good
but
too. Marty's a good guy
yeah.
too. Marty and Noel both. I was blessed a long 100 years ago.
Absolutely.
I got called up on the stage one time to. I wrote a bunch with Charlie Daniels back then, and Charlie and Joel Sanye on the squeeze box, and Steve Warner on the lead guitar, and George Jones and Johnny Paycheck were on straight stands on mics, and I didn't know what was happening. I was on the back side of the stage. They were in the big Coliseum, and we'd been called down there in the go-kart, that little golf cart thing. And I was just riding. I wasn't driving. They had called us down there to the stage. I didn't know what was happening, and they were sneak attacking my ass. And we went up on the back of the stage, and I saw Ricky Van Shelton and Sarah Evans. I knew her because we both sang a bunch of demos for folks back in the day at the same time. And then we got up on the stage, and Charlie just handed me the wireless mic, said, "Come on." And I looked straight ahead, and I was looking at Merle's ass. I said, "Nope." And he said, "Yeah, you got to come out there." I said, "Nope." He said, "Come on." I said, "Mm-mm, mm-mm." That's it don't matter what language you say, "Mm-mm" means the same thing. It don't matter what language you talking in. But I did. I went out there, and that was Mr. Haggard is an amazing. Wherever he is now, he is still an amazing badass dude. He made his own rules,
Absolutely.
but there was honor and integrity there. He was good people, and he would have absolutely loved your rendition that you just did of his song.
Yeah, he's like a king in our household. So
I
there's
literally
only one God, but he's a king. So
yeah, good word. I was actually thinking that literally when you said that. I was like, king. King is the word.
yeah,
I love it. I love
me
that
and my
story.
brother. I think Merle's the best to ever do it, and my brother thinks Waylon's the best to ever do it, and we go back and forth. And I don't think either one of us is wrong, but I'm not going to tell him that. So.
Well, Matt, do you agree on this conversation on Waylon versus one or the other?
Well, I'll put in a third option. My personal favorite's always been Willie.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know.
There is that.
Yeah.
Willie is his own kind of badass.
You damn right. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
He's always been the Willie records are what my dad played growing up, along with Waylon and Merle, obviously, but Willie was the primary source of music in my early years.
Yes.
You know, both of those guys,
everybody.
those two guys aren't, as far as vocalists go, you know, trained vocalists, those guys, neither one of them are what you would consider like this 3 and 4 octave, pristine vocalist, but they outshined all the vocalists because that's the power in being an iconic communicator. You know, both of those guys they just spoke to you and people's spirits hurt them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, I love
and
it.
there's a handful of them that I think you could put right up there, and you couldn't flip a coin between any of them. So it's a whole different era.
Yeah, Don Williams, man. Don Williams, Haggard, George Jones, Willie Waylon, Chris Christopherson, my old writing partner, Harlan Howard. He was the one that brought me into that circle. And me and Harlan used to write real regular. And all those guys, they were larger than life. And they were like, just their day to day. They're all of them. My best stories on Willie and Haggard, I can't say on here. We have to wait till we backstage. But it's same thing with Harlan. Man, Harlan was incredible, and they're just their normal every Tuesday. It seemed like some shit you'd see in a movie. It was just so crazy, just the way they did everything. They made their own lane, blazed their own trail, and they didn't chase a music format. They made the format, and they lived their life the same damn way. So seeing you guys stepping up and keeping that tradition going and keeping that love and that tenacity of jumping off the pavement, cutting your own path through the weeds and the woods, all those guys would be proud because that's why they did it, to show other people that you could.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree
Absolutely.
with
that. Yep.
I think we're going to get Matt to play us one.
I was just pivoting. Literally, I was going to say, and Daniel, you don't need to go anywhere because we love it when you stay and you get to know the other artists and us as well. We'll fill up the 2 hours with some authentic people who are wanting to get their music out there on air from 2Step Tribe here tonight with Daniel Johnson, as you just heard him and his music. And Matt Austin is joining us live as well from 2Step Tribe tonight. And Matt, this might be your first time because I'm trying to think if I've ran into you.
I don't believe so. Gabe Cho put me in contact with you, and he said you had a great thing going on, so I thought it was a great opportunity. So
you mentioned a name there. That man is definitely Tribe.
He's so good, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful human.
He really is. He's an angel, man. He really is. He's a great person, great personality. Heart big as Texas. There's few better than old Gabe, especially in my area.
Well, that's how this show works. So when Daniel leaves, I'm going to say, Daniel, you find me 4 other artists who want their music on the radio. And then literally just text me. I can grab it all.
Right.
I hate saying I can do text. Someone's going to call me and ask me to do their work. But
that are good folks. They got to be good folks. That's
Gotta be good
that's
folks.
the other thing.
I also
Yeah,
gotta be
there's a
good
lot of
folks.
people out there that can sing, and they not good folks. And if they not good folks, they'll sing a little higher with a boot in that ass. No, thank you. Bye bye. Love you, mean it. Bye bye.
So,
No,
yeah.
we
I
good
only run
people.
with good folks.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's how we do it. It's good folks who lift each other up. There's no peacocking. We're the flock of rock. I mean, we do. There ain't no peacocking. We all in this thing together. Rising tide lifts all boats. That's what we've created this for. Yeah, it's you, when you join the tribe becomes yours. I mean, it's your tribe. You have to pump life into it. You've got to pour your heart into it and spread the word and bring in new blood and new people and show them the way that our love is not transactional. Tracy and I do what we do out of pure love. We don't charge people money to come in here and do stuff. We do a whole lot of stuff, and it's because it's the right thing to do. And we still see areas where it needs to be better supported for the artists. And so we don't ask, we just step forward and start doing.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's how I found both of you, literally, both of you. And it was a recommendation that I pair this, and Uncle Rhino and I were looking and then checking out music, of course. And then I was like, wait a minute, I actually do know of both of you separately. So I'm glad to have you here. Again, shout out to Gabe. Gabe will be coming back. You can find his episode on 2Step. All of our episodes are there. So you can find Gabe in a couple of ours already. And Matt Austin is joining us, tuning right in with Daniel Johnson here. Matt, tell us a little bit about your music and your inspiration. And Daniel, remember, if you need to buck out, you give me the sign. But you never know.
You're welcome to stay.
It's very entertaining. That's completely up to you. So, not like we'll still be talking to you, but
I ain't got nothing.
Yeah, I want you to stay because Gabe told us, he said, now I got this other fella who can sing good and he's got beautiful hair, but you got to watch him real close. He might be a little shifty. So yeah, that Daniel fella, he said, you need to watch him with both eyes. I said, okay, all right. Yeah.
I mean,
He didn't really say that, but that makes for a good. Yeah, that makes for a good story. He didn't really say that shit, but it makes for a good story.
I love it. I can't
Well, I
picture
love
even
finding out more about myself. That's
yeah, you'd be surprised. I mean, I'm going to start doing a show that's the ones that it's the late night show. So a lot of things going on out there. So don't go thinking like that either. I know where your minds just went out there.
Who's
I'm
I'm not wearing pants right now. What you talking about? I've gotten to the age where this is late to me right now. So I'm just saying, okay.
You don't need pants with your camera angle.
Yeah. I tried to scoot and I went, oh, I'm stuck. Yeah.
Oh Lord. Lord help us, Matt.
Yeah. That's funny. I don't care who you are. That shit's hilarious. Okay.
Okay. All right. I'm red, Matt. Give me something rolling.
Yeah. I done forgot your question, Tracy.
That happens.
Yeah, where it started. Well, like I said, my dad grew up playing music. He used to play the small Nashville stuff. He played shows with Furlan Husky. He did some opening stuff for Haggard and stuff back in the day, Green Hall, years ago. So he was a big inspiration for a lot of that. Bought me my first guitar when I was 10, picked it up at 15 and just kind of took off and run with it. Got good enough to where I could take it to class and just play guitar. And I still ended up passing because my teachers thought I was good enough that I didn't have to pass the tests. I'll just play music in class, and it worked out.
Well, good.
But,
that's a great story.
Yeah, just took it and run with it from there.
Yeah.
I tried that in school, but I had to retake Algebra 3. It didn't work for me on that. So
it may have helped that I was in a small Texas town,
Yeah.
Max population 2,000 people, so.
Exactly. So, Matt, I have to tell you something funny.
Okay.
I was reworking bios for both Daniel and for you tonight. And so it's very interesting. So, Daniel, you found the one that pops up in Austin. If you look up Daniel Johnston, a different singer. He's totally different, y'all. This is Daniel Johnson, DanielJohnsonCountry.com. Matt
Oh,
Austin,
man.
would you
I
like
know
to
where
know
you're going.
yours? It's a Canadian actor, best known as Bridge Carson in Power Rangers.
Come on. Yeah, I'll take that.
He's got one that's Power Rangers, and Daniel's got one that's OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Well,
Matt?
I've gotten the Power Rangers is new to me. I've gotten Matt Austin the Bull Rider before, and then there's a Nashville musician who goes by Matt Austin. He's got real short hair spiked off that way, and those are the only two I've ever come across other than myself. So I'm glad to know I've been a Power Ranger at one point in my life.
Yeah, he's like
What
a
color?
legend in certain parts of Texas, literally. And so I recognized, it's like, wait a minute, you're correct. The Bull Rider. I actually
Yes, ma'am.
did immediately go to there. And then I was like, what the heck is happening here? So I was doing my research. And
Right.
there is a Matt Austin out there who is a veteran, and he sings, and he's been fully engaged in the music community for a long time in Texas. And then we got Daniel Johnson and Matt Austin as well here out of Texas with your music. And Matt,
Yes,
if you want, we do exactly what Daniel just did. We're like, show it off, do your live round to get it out now, and then we'll play the pretty. All the ingredients are added, as Uncle Rhino says, on air.
Sure. Yeah. Which one? Does it matter?
Show us. We've got your tracks, so show us something that we don't have tracks on. It could be a cover that helped you find out who you wanted to be musically. It could be something that you wrote that you hadn't recorded yet. Whatever.
All right. Yeah. I'm glad you had me on for this, because I've got two new ones that I like a lot, and use this opportunity to play those. Let's see. They're so new that I'm going to be eyeballing the lyrics, out of my peripherals.
You said that that's an educated man. I had a friend of mine in West Tennessee that kept telling me to look out the side of my eyes at some. He said, if you watch it out of your paternal vision, you'll be able to see it through. I said, do what now? Yeah. Your paternal vision. Yeah. If the humility is too high, you'll get hot and you won't be able to see good if the humility is too high. Go ahead.
Got too much humility in that, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's called She Loves Jack Daniels.
Oh.
Loves Jack Daniels more than she loves me. She tells me they were truly meant to be. The weather's perfect out in Tennessee. Loves Jack Daniels more than she loves me. Tall drink of something in a tuxedo. He don't need nothing but a glass that's cold. Cool with the crowd or just being alone. When he's around, he always steals the show. Now he caught her feeling some type of way. He came right in and just made her day. Double down and she starts to sway. Hanging on his arm, they turned and walked away. She loves Jack Daniels more than she loves me. She tells me they were truly meant to be. And the weather's perfect out in Tennessee. She loves Jack Daniels more than she loves me. Sitting alone when they call last call. That's when my lonely tears start to fall. To my beer and now I'm feeling so small. Singing every word to hello arms. She loves Jack Daniels more than she loves me. She tells me they were truly meant to be. And the weather's perfect out in Tennessee. She loves Jack Daniels more than she loves me. How he did it, I may never know. There must be something in that amber glow. Bartender pours whiskey slow. Something to it I need to know. Love Jack Daniels more than she loves me. Tells me they were truly meant to be. Weather's perfect out in Tennessee. She loves Jack Daniels more than she loves me.
I love it. That is Matt Austin.
Thank you.
Coming to you live, 2Step Tribe. UncleRyano, you were about to say something and I want to hear it. There is
I like it. I like what he was doing. I've known a couple of those girls, except they didn't like Jack Daniels. They like Daniel Johnson more than they love me. So I just had to rub some dirt in it and keep walking.
That's right. Keep on trucking.
Yeah.
So that's the new one out, Matt, right? That you're...
No, ma'am. That one's not recorded or released yet. No.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a great song. I love it.
Thank you very
So
much.
we, of course, have your music in here, and I'm going to let Uncle take it away and see what y'all want to chat about. Daniel, what did you think?
I hear bacon and eggs cooking on the mic. What's that? Where's that coming from? I need some biscuits.
It might be the weather where Daniel is what I think it is. Watch. Yeah, it is. It's the weather out there is really not that great where he's at. So that's what it's coming through. I'm just glad it didn't happen sooner because he would have been out. But no, that's what it is. Right. So Uncle and Matt Austin, Daniel Johnson tonight on 2Step Tribe, tuning in here with Matt. Matt, we have your music loaded up in here.
Yeah, which one you want us to, which track? You know what you sent us, Matt. You be the DJ. You tell us which one to spin first to start that trip.
Well, my favorite out of the few is Wildfires. That was the first song I recorded with the band almost 2 years ago. It's got more of what I would call our sound as a unit. Oftentimes on the songs that I write and perform acoustic, they tend to come across a little more honky-tonk country, which nothing wrong with that. It's just when we get together as a group, we tend to have a little more drive and a little more punch. And I think it comes through fairly well on the Wildfire song. So
I like it. It's beautiful.
Let's give it a run.
Wildfire. We're going to play right here for Matt Austin, still tuning in with Daniel Johnson. Let's check this out. Wildfires right here.
If you find it in your heart to forgive me, then I'll search my own for the same kind of feeling. 'Cause all the cussing, fighting, screaming, and slamming doors isn't what either of us want to do anymore. Tell me, darling, what do you want from me? 'Cause if it all comes crashing down and wildfires burn the whole place to the ground, if the ships stop coming in, you'll be there in the If you pack your things and come down off that mountain, then I'll come off my horse in the same fashion.
it's any damn good to keep doing wrong, like playing out a scene from the sad country song. So baby, I'm asking you not to leave, 'cause I don't wanna be left alone with me. When it all comes crashing down and wildfires burn the whole place to the ground, if the ships stop coming in, I wanna know you'll be there in the end. When the ships stop coming in, I wanna know you'll be there in the end.
Ooh, okay. I have you all muted for that one because I saw that one coming and I didn't want to interrupt that. Matt, powerful. Like you got into the song and you took me, so I was like, wait, what is he doing?
Yeah.
And you flipped it around. I was like, oh, okay. I see. We're going somewhere.
Yeah, we changed it up a little bit on the layout of that song, which is, you know, oftentimes you run into songs that are 4 chords, and you know, if you're in it to listen to it, you're going to listen to it. But I've noticed that a lot of people, they'll click past a song if it gets too monotonous. So you gotta, you know, spice it up a little bit and keep it interesting through the whole thing.
The cool thing that I see with production now is it's a catch-22. You know, in the 70s and 80s, everything was a dynamic build. You basically built the song like you built a house. You started easing in, and you reinforced it with background vocals, or some percussion came in, or the bass line came in, and you would do all that to get to the first chorus, and the second chorus would be bigger and meaner than the first chorus. And that was a pretty standard formula. But now with social media the way that it is, and people, you got to grab them in the first 7 seconds. So if you
Yeah.
don't hit it right out of the damn gate and hit it hard, then you might as well forget it, because they don't do verse chorus like back in the day. People would at least listen to the first chorus before they bounce. Now, if you don't get them in 7 seconds, you gone. And we
Skip.
music.
Skip.
What do y'all feel is your biggest struggle as independent artists, no labels, doing it all yourself, live and die by your own decisions? What is the hardest thing that y'all are currently or have been struggling with for the other artists watching this right now?
Oh man, that's a loaded question.
Not so much.
Well, I mean, it could be, at least in my experience, it could be a handful of things. It could be the cost of production and recording. It could be, you know, not enough advertisement to get people to your shows. You know, it could be a handful of things, really. I don't know, Daniel, what do you think?
Man, same thing. I struggle with the social media thing because I'm an old soul, so I don't like to spend all day on my phone and posting on Facebook and stuff. So I struggle with that because it's something. I mean, these days you've got to hit it so hard to stay in the algorithm and have people finding you. That's the hardest thing is is getting people to find you.
Yeah,
Which I
building an
think-
audience. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Consistency.
Maintaining it.
The old school rules that we used to rock with, that made us successful haven't changed. It's harder now because it's easier now. You have
Exactly.
more people who can go in and create something in their mama's bedroom, but they're not willing to put in the work,
Yeah.
and do that. So that's where y'all are going to break away from them. They're not able to follow up something that may go viral. They're not able to follow it. So again, this is where y'all will break away from them. I'll tell both of you right now, shh, don't tell anybody. It's a little secret. But if y'all want to get out there, you talking about advertising, I'm going to do this. I'm going to, Daniel, what is the next largest show that you're going to do? Don't answer yet. Matt, what is the next largest show that you've got on the books upcoming? Y'all give me an answer to that. Daniel, you go first.
My next bigger show is we'll be up in Buchanan, Tennessee at Breakers Marina with Taylor Honeycutt and Tony Logue on
Okay,
July 5th.
that sounds good. Your job now is to find out who your radio station is for that area. And so you need to find that out because they're attached to the community up there. The one it might a lot of time it's the second ranked radio station because the first one gets all the attention. So you have the second ranked. Same thing applies, Matt. What's your next big show coming up?
I don't know how big the show is, but the venue is one of my favorites. It's Blue Light in Lubbock. We'll be there June 19th.
That's
We're
big enough.
headlining that show. Yeah, yeah. And
So
I know JR fairly well there out of Lubbock with the Rebel, and he's done one of our songs before, and we need to send him another one. But he's a great guy. I love JR, but as he should be, they're particular about the music they put on the Rebel, and
that's
they
the
want to.
station, right?
Yes, sir. That's Red Dirt Rebel. Yes, sir.
Okay, so what both of you guys need to do is y'all need to go ahead and reach out on back channels through social media. You need to reach out to these radio personalities and invite them to be your personal guest at your show and to do a live remote when you come out there. Incorporate them into what you're doing. If you do that, it's easier now. You're not going to someone asking them to play your stuff. You're a partnership. That's what tribe is. Everything that we do is about lifting each other up. You know what? Matt might have a song he's putting out, and your guy JR may say, "Man, I'm not feeling this one," but you're still connected. Okay,
absolutely.
and as soon as and then you go, which one would work best for your format? You pick, JR. You pick. Same thing with you, Dan. And these guys, they can reach farther than we can, and they'll reach out to the people, incorporate them into your shows, and then on top of that, once they're doing that via the conventional and the old school on the airwaves, you guys that's the cool thing about social media is you can type one message, hit send, and it's in everybody's damn pocket in their house. We never had that, man. So you say you are old school and you don't like using technology. Well, I'm sure Bob Wills didn't want to have to plug in a guitar and use electricity either. But at some point, that was the new technology. So you either get with it or you don't, right?
Absolutely.
All right. So that's what we do. We're going to use what we've been given and to make the most of what we have and who all we're trying to reach. And you guys are both super talented, and there's no excuse to not use everything right there at your disposal. Y'all have it. The DJs want to partner with you because radio's getting beaten up. Radio's getting pushed into oblivion right now. So it's time for us to not just go and say, "Hey, will you play my stuff?" Go and say, "Hey, let me help keep you alive. Let me go and do that." If we need to invest in radio just like we've always wanted them to invest in us, whether they invest in us or not, we need to prop them up for the other artists, at least that they're spinning.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
What
and
you think?
so you said they'd get greater exposure than being here. I would actually correct that and say they'll get great exposure for the location where they're doing their show, and then on here, because we're not just in Texas, you're going to be
Worldwide.
nationwide. And I don't even, Uncle Rhino usually says the number, but you definitely are not playing right now. And what we're playing is not just to Texas. So when we
Now, this is in 195 countries, y'all.
Oh wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
Awesome.
yes, multiple stations. That's why I'm over here, like literally. I just don't tell
All
anybody.
over
They'll
the
start
place.
asking me to do some work. And
We're on 19 platforms simultaneously when we go live, but we're on terrestrial networks and stations. We're on 107.5 The Swamp. We're on Iconics Radio. We've partnered up with them, their tribe. All of these radio stations, plus Music Row Radio, plus True Grit Radio. So basically, I think our last hard numbers were around 249,000 viewers for one show. And
wow.
so but as the old episodes, once it becomes a past episode, people are rolling back and they're going back and rewatching. So the numbers just grow exponentially. And we're at over 90 something hours of content already. And we're only a 4-month-old show.
Right. That's awesome.
It's awesome.
So y'all are awesome. That's why we're doing it.
Yes, sir.
I think everybody's awesome, and that's not really a true statement, but I just thought I'd say it. We've got Chief
Diabetes.
that pork and beans. That's
Yeah,
what
when she said something real sweet, you got to do like Wilford Brimley and say diabetes. That was the guy that used to do the diabetes commercial. Yeah, diabetes.
Say, am I going to get beat up when I say I don't know who that is?
Oh man, that's so weird.
Yeah, he's old. He's old. I tell people from the 80s, he was that old man in Cocoon. Yeah.
Yes.
And if you ain't from the 80s, you don't even know what I'm talking about with Cocoon. Yeah. Damn, I'm old. Yeah.
Help us out here, Matt. Let's pull it back into the range of music, and I've got more music in here, and Daniel too. Matt, tell them where you like for them to go to find your music and your information. Daniel, we've got your website. Matt, where would you like for people to go?
Yes, ma'am. Same as Daniel, the website or social media. The website is mattaustintxmusic.com. Had to put the TX music in there because there is another one of me out there. Social media, the website will take you everywhere, but Instagram is mattaustin_music. Facebook is, you can do facebook.com/mattaustintxmusic, or you can hit Matt Austin and the Accused. That's the band name. And that'll get you there. I'm on TikTok too, but it's the same, Matt Austin TX music.
Yeah, so your website is literally where everyone needs to go check that out, and remember to put the TX for Texas for
Yes,
Matt
ma'am.
Austin. Yep, and you'll see everything right there. Same with Daniel. I like that y'all are coming in with your websites like that. Really easy to work with, by the way. Both of you were just so laid back and didn't require a whole lot of hand holding. I built everything in here without even having a conversation literally on the phone. It was so easy. I was like, oh man, this is a breeze. Not that the other guests weren't. I'm just saying y'all were very mellow.
I love the name of Matt's band, The Accused. If I ever start another band, it'll be called The Acquitted. Yeah.
Can I take credit for that? Just by
You
having
can. You can,
All right.
yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
You get a free t-shirt.
I'll take it. I love t-shirts.
Yes, sir.
I
I've
do
been
have.
thinking about naming my band the Miscommunications.
Yeah, it happened.
I like that.
Love this. I would like to pivot to a song. I would like to go over into a track that I have. And obviously, you know which ones I do have for Matt. So,
Yes,
Matt,
ma'am.
drive me. Tell me what we're going to do for you.
Well, we'll just push it into, I guess we can go with not our most recent release, but we can go to the one before that. Neon Dream. I sent you that one, right?
Yes, I have.
Yes.
Orders.
We pushed that one to Texas radio. It was our very first single ever to Texas radio, and I like to think we did pretty good. We got in the top 75. I think we capped out at 62 for about 12 or 16 weeks total, which we were super proud of, especially for the first song that we ever put out to radio. And we had a lot of fun making it. It's that driving. As far as that song's concerned, I like to think it's a mix between old school honky tonk and Texas country music,
All right. So we're going to play this song. It is Matt Austin. Tell them the name. It is just Neon Dream, everybody. Matt Austin
Right.
joining us right now. Don't forget to put TX. Let's check out Neon Dream.
Jesse's throwing darts and he really needs a double. There's money on the table and he could be in trouble. Lacey's clocking in, working double shifts, but she ain't bitching none cause she don't mind the tips. Stage is set, it's time to get my guitar in tune. When it comes to rock and roll, there's nothing else I wanna do. So hit the lights and cut out the jukebox. Order up another round of 3. Ain't got time to be watching the wall clock, cause we're all a little busy just living in a neon dream. Boots will be scooting by the very first song with a honky-tonk crowd. Sure don't take them long. Steph has had her eyes on Jessie all night. 4 nights out of 5, she'll be breaking up the fight. Ashtray full of half-smoked cigarettes, and let me tell you right now, you ain't seen nothing yet. So hit the lights and cut out the jukebox. Order up another round of 3. Ain't got time to be watching the wall clock, cause we're all a little busy just living in a neon dream. So hit the lights and cut out the jukebox. Order up another round on me. Ain't got time to be watching the wall clock, cause we're all a little busy just living in a neon dream. Yeah, we're all a little busy just living in a neon dream. Hey, we're all a little busy just living in a neon dream.
Woo.
That's chicken wire music.
It sure
Chicken
is.
wire. Chicken wire music. You made me think of the movie and Roadhouse.
I
Yeah.
played in them places. I thought we gonna have to stand up there singing in a pair of weed eater goggles.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. That's where that song come from, is playing places like that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You know.
Chicken wire.
And you'll notice on that last chorus, if you really listen, we tried to get it to where right where I say hit the lights and cut out the jukebox, in the background you can hear beer cans cracking and bottles clinking together.
Yeah. I
We
heard
did
it.
that on.
There was a
I loved
couple.
it.
There's a couple cool melodic things in there that I could hear.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I love it.
Absolutely. I can see it, man. That's when they had that quarter beers or 25-cent beers. About the third set in of the night, man, everybody turns into Nolan Ryan when you up there playing. They all think they
That's
can
right.
throw good. Yep.
Absolutely.
I love it. Y'all got to check it out, Matt Austin TX, to find what he's doing. Daniel Johnson Country, both on their websites. Check that out. These artists, we do have a playlist. Uncle Rhino, you can let them know a little on that, and then we'll also ask Matt. We got a little more time, so I do want to get out his other track. But you're driving, when I see like you were clutching onto a guitar, so just let me know here if you wanted to do one, Matt.
Oh, sure. Whatever you guys want. I've got it right here just in case.
Yeah, I saw it. I picked it up real quick.
Right.
As Unc would say to me, I did not. What do you say? You don't go to public school? I guess I need to
Yeah.
go to public school.
Yeah, I say damn public school. That's where, yeah, that's usually when you say something crazy and I say public school. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh Lord, I
I went
asked
to
for
public
that one.
school. I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
I walked right into that one.
I went to school in Texas, and my brother went to school in Louisiana. And I told my brother that Louisiana came in 39th in math and science. And my brother said, "That's some bullshit." He said, "You can't believe that." He said, "Look back on that list and see who they put down for 3010th.
It's like the
Good, man.
cliffhanger of the last thing that you're going to say, like in a song, a note, and you just go. Right
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the
Got
payoff.
me on the edge of my seat over here. So we got Dan out of Nashville, amazing artist too, tuning in because CMA Fest is everybody's like, whoo, like trying to recover literally. So I see you there. I see your messages, and we'll be getting you into the schedule. So he wants to swim in that fountain of youth, literally in Cocoon. So we got a whole thing over here about Cocoon now.
Diabetes.
Diabetes.
Yeah.
Diabetes.
Yeah.
What the hell? All
Yeah.
right. I like it, Matt. I'd like
So
to get
what
to
the
one
hell
of your
from
tracks. I'm gonna write that song. What the hell?
Yeah, she
You
say
need to.
hell, it got 4 syllables in it. Four syllables. Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's what
I love it. I love it.
I do.
Yeah, so you want me to do another one?
Yeah, take us to school, Matt.
All right. Well, I've never been much of a good teacher, but I finished this 2 weeks ago, and sometimes you write those songs. I'm sure Daniel's familiar with this. You write the ones that you like a lot better than others, and this is one of them. It's called "Love Me Lonely." Brand new. It's not recorded or released or anything. You call me up and it's 3 a.m. I can tell you've been drinking again. I can smell whiskey through the phone. I can tell that you're alone. You only talk to me like this. Love is something you start to miss. Sure, it's hard for you to see, but this is the last thing I need. So honey, don't waste my time with your empty words and lines. All I really need from you is the truth. Do you love me, or are you just lonely? I pretend everything's fine, and in the moment it feels alright. But come the morning we're at it again, like a wound that just won't mend. We're always waiting on the sun to set. You only want what you won't get. I'm at a loss for what I should do, 'cause all we need is right in front of you. So honey, don't waste my time with your empty words and lines. All I really need from you is the truth. Do you love me, or are you just lonely? I ain't much for playing with fire. I don't like getting down to the wire. Not the one for cutting it close. And I don't want to go chasing gold. So honey, don't waste my time with your empty words and lies. All I really need from you is the truth. So tell me, do you love me, Or are you just lonely? Are you just lonely?
Let me grab everybody here. The sound here, I wanted it to be good. Here we go. Uncle Rhino back into the show. Here with Daniel Johnson. That was Matt Austin playing live, literally here on 2Step Pride. Y'all tell them what you think. I love it. I love it, Matt.
Appreciate it.
How'd that hit you, Daniel?
I like it, man. There's nothing. I love sad country. Sad songs make me happy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
the ones close to me, you can ask them. I'm notorious for most things I write tend to be sad songs. So
I struggle with that. Everything I write is sad,
right?
And I got to write upbeat.
Yeah, just to break it up a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Get to dancing.
Yeah, I have. That's funny how that works, man. When I would be kind of down and out, all I ever did was write love songs. And then when everything was going great, all I ever wrote was heartbreak, breakup songs. So
yeah, absolutely.
You're getting feedback out of Nashville here on the radio. So shouting out, saying thank you to you, connect back to me. What we'll do is, Daniel, we'll grab you for the second half of a show. So this is how this works. And that way you both get in again, and you'll have another amount of time you can get on the radio. We'll flip it around. And then Daniel will come in later like he did. So now that we've all
I'd like to get Daniel to play me another one on the guitar. Shit, we over here working Matt to death.
Well, I'd love to hear their voices ironically together. I'm trying to picture and imagine that. But
Daniel gonna sit over there in the car and let Matt drive and pump the gas and everything. Come on now.
I only played a couple, I think.
Yeah.
Well, we're picking new ones, I guess. It sounds like. And I'm gonna have to pull up my cheat sheet too. But I wrote me a brand new one a couple days ago. There's a million songs out there about cowboys, and I don't think I've ever really heard a song that talks about the history of how cowboys came to be in that lifestyle. And so I sat down and wrote me one.
Come on.
And it's called Cowboy Is His Name. They learned from those vaqueros on the old southwestern plains how to roll, how to ride, how to keep the cattle tame. It didn't matter creed or color, they were all treated the same. Long days and hard work is all it took to draw away. Round them up in springtime, push them to the pen, stoke the fire, heat the iron, drag them up and stick your brand. Get those chuck wagons ready, there's a long few months ahead. We're heading out at daybreak, boys, you better get to bed. From Lano Estacado to the mighty Kansas plains, with that good night loving trail leading on up to Cheyenne, they drove the herds that fed the nation through the heat, dust, and rain. He's how the West was won, and Cowboy is his name. Only 12 men to a crew and a couple thousand head, moving 20 miles a day with little to no rest. But the freedom in that lifestyle is what they really chased, and Mother Nature's wicked ways is how many found their fate. Lano staccato to the mighty Kansas plains, where that good night loving trail leading on up to Cheyenne. They drove the herds that fed the nation through the heat, dust, and rain. He's how the West was won, and cowboy is his name. Well, the railways killed the cattle drives, and the range has been fenced in. Trails are paved with concrete, cities dot the land. But the spirit still lives on, and he still remains. He's the symbol of America, and cowboy is his name.
All right.
We love it. I mean, I do. It's like, wait a minute. Like, it's perfect for your voice. Number one. Number two, I like where you went with it. I was watching out for you because your sound. It's funny when you're playing, it doesn't come through static at all. But so I was trying to listen to make sure your sound was really good, and it came through. So I like it. What do y'all think?
Yeah, that's a cowboy song for sure.
Definitely that. And real as it gets. So is what Dan, I like that you're fully invested in this with the artists here in Texas. Thank you for that.
Correct.
Don't do that. It's lights, it's camera stuff. There's a gnat that keeps coming in front of me, and I'm like, get
A
away.
gnat ain't supposed to live about a week, but she got one over there that's like Methuselah. That joker been around since Jesus was in office, and every time she turns the light on, she starts. It's like I need that. I don't have it. I had that song queued up for a while where everybody was kung fu fighting. You know, I had that going because she'd be in there swatting. You know, she's trying to get I had that playing on. I did that one night while she was trying to get the gnat, and I was running that. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Yeah,
You probably did do that to me, didn't you? I bet you did.
it was awesome. Yeah,
Oh, kind of like I choked the other night while we were live, literally.
Good, man.
on a tic tac. Who the hell chokes on a tic tac? You can breathe one of them, and it wouldn't not to do nothing. But yeah,
That's a massive tic tac.
yeah, that's a horse pill. Yeah.
And I have them in all sizes. And they are mints. It's for saliva, everybody. So
Yeah. We were talking about something and her eyes bugged out like it was a Tom and Jerry episode. And I thought, okay, well, I don't know where this is going, but it's ride or die for both of us now. So I got moves like Jagger. I started dancing and she was over there trying to dislodge the tic tac. How you choke on a tic tac? I don't know.
Well, did you see the size of them tic tacs, man?
I had like 4 in there, which, you know.
Oh, fair.
In your mouth?
Yeah.
You was rattling.
I have to create the saliva because my saliva gland is gone.
Yeah, we go through the saliva thing all the time. Yeah, that's like you got a slobber. Yeah, okay.
Well, if you really want the truth, I beat the hell out of cancer and they accidentally took my saliva gland. So in order to host, sing, or talk much, I got to treat saliva.
There you go. That's a small price to pay for beating cancer. That's good.
Yeah. So I have to have something that's a mint form to continue on doing what I do. So just talking to you. So now you know, like.
Yeah, I want to parlay this. I want to parlay this into a Tic Tac endorsement, and then that'll be the first half of the show, and the second half of the show will be brought to you by Life Alert. Yeah, we'll do that.
Ollie, there you go.
Life Alert. Well,
Yeah, it's like you got your sponsors cornered.
Near that age.
Yeah, diabetes. Yeah,
Squirrels and pork and beans and everything else that's in this show. That was in the show tonight, y'all. I'm recapping. And it's literally, you can find Cocoon, you can talk about Roadhouse. We've got all kinds of stuff in this episode.
You do it all.
Why we don't have nice things. Yep.
Well, I don't know if we should speak for everybody, but
that's what Hayes Carl said. This is why we don't have a nice thing.
Yeah, we'll tear it up for
Yep.
it. So we'll go ahead.
I love it. I love it. Over here on 2-Step Tribe, cutting it up with Daniel Johnson, Matt Austin, Uncle Rhino. You never know what word is going to come out, and every time it'll get you. I promise. It gets me. How about that? I'd like to go over here, Matt, to your songs that you sent me.
Oh yeah.
One of these to get it on air in the episode. I have, you know what I have? The Heartache, and then I have the other one. I have both in here. So.
Oh yeah. You could do the Heartache. That's probably the most recent one. My mama's favorite is, I think I sent you TYA, but that's kind of old news. So we're trying to push the Heartache now. I don't know. I like it. I've got a lot of good feedback from it so far, and yeah, I think folks here will like it. So let's do that one.
Let's do it. So this is a song with Matt Austin, and it is called The Heartache. Let's check this out.
Shooting hustlers always aiming for more, and whiskey is flowing like that old Brazos River does. New high heels and dirty cowboy boots are shuffling around to my songs about you. Nobody knows about the hell I'm going through. So if you're looking for me, stage where it's plain to see the trouble you put me in is written on my face. Every single word came free with a heartache. Smoke in the air from cigarettes burning. I ain't had a drink, but the whole world is turning around and around, and the damn thing is picking up speed. Somebody asked for a ragweed song. I'll play 17 and they'll all sing along. Then I'll do the one about the way things used to be. So if you're looking for me, I'll be on the stage where it's plain to see the trouble you put me in is written on my face. Every single word came free with a heartache. Be on the stage where it's plain to see the trouble you put me in is written on my face. Yeah, if you're looking for me, I'll be on the stage where it's plain to see the trouble you put me in is written on my face. Every single word came free with a heartache. Every damn word came free.
Ooh, let me grab this here. We've got Daniel still in here and Uncle Rhino. I'm grabbing you back in with Matt Austin as we just played his song, The Heartache. And I really do want to stress that we'd like you to go to Spotify, check out the music for each artist and even the show, everything we've got going on too. But support your artist. Be sure to check out their Spotify accounts, music, anywhere you want to get your music. Don't just listen to it, add it to the playlist and to go an extra step in this day and age of industry music inside the official area of the tribe list, Uncle Rhino. We got these two here, that Matt and Daniel tonight. And Matt and Daniel are just beginning to know a little bit about us. So
they're going to be added. They're going to be added when this show's over. Y'all will both be added to the official 2-Step Tribe playlist on Spotify. We're over 15 hours of music. You're on there with some phenomenal heavies, Texas greats like we've got Bubba Wesley, we've got Chase the Crouch, we've got Leaf Shively, we've got Katie Beth Mim, we've got Billy Joe Jones, along with Bree Carter, the Queen of Country Soul. We got Garage Boys out of Vegas. We've got Manny Cabo from The Voice, Billy Ray Cyrus, Howard County, Jimmy Ninja Cowboy. We've got Texas across the board and all corners of Texas, but we also have LA to New York, New Jersey, Washington, D.C., to Miami, Chicago. I mean, everything in between, Atlanta. So that's the tribe. The tribe has pretty much grown into all of North America. And with our dear friend Emily Glazner, she's actually pretty big over in the UK. And she lives in Houston, but she's really big over in the UK. So we actually have a lot of connects over there as well with the tribe. And so this just further reinforces it. So, you guys are part of something that's really big. And as y'all get to know each other and other tribe members, you'll be able to go down that list on that Spotify playlist, get everybody to share it, add it, save it. And as you go down, you'll see who all your brothers and sisters are. And there's a lot of them.
Very nice.
It's the playlist, so definitely, and you'll get put into rotation too for your music that's added. So automatically you get put in at the station. So it's a fair deal, literally.
Yeah.
So, we do have to manage and put it in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we're not picking between artists. I don't want to get that started either. It's just normally we would know you or someone super close, but we did. So there's someone that came into the show and they turned around and reached out to like 4 or 5 and said, yeah, I got to get these guys in here. Fill the airtime, get it in here and see what's going on. We do have an event coming up down in that neck of the woods. Where are you at, Matt? Or like, where do you live? Are you in Texas?
Yeah. So West Texas, I live in Haskell. If you're not familiar with that, we're 45 minutes north of Abilene, about an hour and 20 south of Wichita Falls. Right out here in the middle of nowhere. So
yeah. Yep. You got it. That's Matt Austin coming to you literally live tonight from what he says is the middle of nowhere. Literally.
Well, as far as Texas is concerned anyway, it's flat, it's dry. Well, we've been getting a lot of rain, but for the most part, it's flat, it's dry, and there ain't, closest hills we got are the Cap Rock heading towards Lubbock. So
I love it. I love it on here tonight. Daniel Johnson's still hanging in right here with us, y'all. Like literally.
My man.
Right? They come into the show and they're like, no, I'm going to do this and go. And you just don't know what we're doing. So between the lyrics and the laughs and the, Uncle Rhino and his catchy little things, you got a memory like an elephant or something. I mean,
like a rhino.
Well, there you go. Yeah. I'll have to research that.
Elephant trips over his trunk and a rhino trips over his. Yeah, can't say that. Okay, go ahead.
That was actually Uncle Rhino, everybody, not me pushing any buttons. So you can go look at the actual show, 2-Step Tribe, number 2, 2-Step Tribe. Go over to YouTube and check out what Uncle Rhino's actually doing visually on the show.
She mutes me all the time, so sometimes I just mute myself. Yeah.
No, I mute during the middle of a track playing, but I love it. Matt and Daniel, you're hanging in here with us. I'm loving it. We've got just a bit more time in here, not a whole lot. So I wanted to make sure we're all wrapping up into the music. What I do have I have both of you. I mean, what, Uncle, tell me what you'd like
We
to
got time for one more track. We got one more match tracks, and let's turn and burn. Which one do we have left?
Let's do what his mom loves. You want to do your mom's favorite?
Sure, we can do that one. Yeah, the TYA, that's fine. Yeah.
Yep. You want to tell them anything about it?
So, you know, I get asked pretty often, like, where do your songs come from? And my answer most of the time is like from nowhere. Like I don't have a lot of like I don't even know how to describe it. They just, you know, they come to me. It's not like this happened a specific instance and I wrote it. It just sometimes I sit down and write songs, and this is one of those. I just sit down and wrote it, and it's kind of I like to tell people it shows the song about moving on. So,
What's your mom's first name?
Lynn.
Lynn. This goes out to sweet Miss Lynn right here. This one right here. It's dedicated to Mama.
I like it. Here it is. And you call it TYA, correct?
Yes, ma'am. And you'll understand why when you hear the chorus.
Yep. We got it in here. TYA live right now. Matt Austin.
This ain't nothing new, so I ain't acting surprised. I should've known you would use and abuse me and fill up my head with your lies. With the way you would talk, always tearing me down, as if I was yours to walk on, lean on, keep you off the ground. So why don't you take your happy ass on? Just go ahead and go home. I don't give a good hot damn about you now, since you done me wrong. Well, you done me wrong. So go ahead and tell your friends about how I ain't worth it. Go and tell them how it's all just a means to an end, and how I won't be missed. But deep down inside, you can't ignore the truth. One day you'll realize lying and cheating ain't no good for you. So why don't you take your happy ass on? Just go ahead and go home. I don't give a good hot damn about you now, since you done me wrong. Oh, baby, you done me wrong. Oh, so wrong. Now why don't you take your happy ass on? Just go ahead and go home. I don't give a good hot damn about you now, since you done me wrong. Well, you done me wrong. You done me oh so wrong. Yeah, you done me wrong. You done me so damn wrong. I've been done wrong. I've been done so wrong. Yeah, you did so wrong. You did so damn wrong. So damn wrong.
Well, you took her happy ass on.
I had to go do some tech things, and I love that song, actually, Matt. I got to listen to it earlier, so I was like, yeah, we're definitely pulling this one in.
All
So,
right, thank you.
Yeah, I led right into that one. So
Yeah.
I see why she's definitely, yeah, I was like, oh, come on. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
definitely going in.
Well, it's never been one of my favorites. I do enjoy it, and so when she told me it's her favorite, I was like, really? But
Yeah.
to each their own,
No,
Sam's rowdy. She liked to groove.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
That's what it is. Mama's rowdy.
Yeah, she damn sure used to be. I can tell you that much.
There you go.
Uh-oh. Where's the show
Well,
going to go now?
I think we're about to wrap up, aren't we, Tracy? We're coming up on the hard 2-hour mark.
We are on radio here and on our media channel. You can check it out. Number 2Step Tribe. Right now, the production is Patriots Inside the Wire, patriotsinsidethewire.com. You can go check that. Find our different partners and affiliates and say thank you to everyone out there. For the tribe, Daniel Johnson, Matt Austin, you now have to send someone along that can now come to the 2Step Tribe and fill the radio slots and media that we have for our artists. And we'll have to check back in with you for some stuff that we're doing too. So
we're gonna have you guys back every 3 months. We want to come back and do the updates, continue to reinforce the connection, continue to reinforce the brand, your brand, pushing it out there, reminding people in the tribe as we continue to grow. Your supporters end up hearing other people that we have that are also tribe members. Their supporters end up hearing you guys. That's the common thread. We setting fire to the cane field, and we're doing it all across the country. So thank y'all for coming on tonight. Real quick, Matt, where are you playing next?
The next one will be at a place called Hemingway's at Possum Kingdom Lake.
Okay, when is that?
That is this Friday.
This Friday at Hemingway's, Possum Kingdom Lake. What time?
Don't give me the line. 7, 8 o'clock.
7, 8 o'clock.
Yes.
Show up at 6. That way you won't miss nothing.
That's
all
right. That's right.
All right. Daniel, where's your next one?
I'll be
You're
at
going to tell it
Free Roll
again.
Brewing Company tomorrow night. It's in
All right.
Kearney, Texas, with my good friend Chad Boyd and Joe Tidwell.
All right. What time?
I think we're
It's cutting out. I can't hear.
Yeah, it's real bad. What time you said?
Uh-oh.
7
Well,
o'clock.
we will go to
tomorrow
his
night.
7
website.
o'clock.
That's 7 o'clock. Okay, 7 o'clock tomorrow night. All right.
And don't
Well,
forget, you can go to their
Yep.
websites.
Yeah, they'll have it all on the website. That'll work. Yep, they'll have it all on the
Absolutely.
website.
Absolutely.
Don't forget the TX for Matt Austin. Don't
That's
forget
right.
that
Matt
TX.
Austin TX Music. Yes, ma'am.
And don't forget with Daniel Johnson, he's got country in his Daniel Johnson Country.
Yeah.
You got to remember that. So, and then you'll find the right
Yeah.
people. I found two totally different people today, and I was
Absolutely.
like, yeah, that doesn't make sense. So, I'm just doing my research. So, yeah, it's been great. We're going to wrap up, close shop, and say thank you for coming on 2Step Tribe and close out the night's show. I loved hanging out with y'all. It was just a very laid back, cool thing. So, I
Yes,
appreciate
ma'am.
it. And
Well, thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Rhino. Appreciate you guys.
definitely.
Thank y'all for being with us. Thank you for joining the tribe, fellas.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. Hold on while that closes out, everybody.
This has been a Patriots Inside the Wire production. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the 2Step Tribe, where you, the viewer, are always the rock star of this show. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and share. We cannot do this without you. Your uncle says so, and you are loved and appreciated. Sergeant 2Step, sign us out. Let's load up and roll out.